In advance of the upcoming shopping season, this seems to be the week of bizarre stats. From Gen Z and TikTok to more than half of people preferring both online and bricks and mortar shopping. There are also some important updates for PMAX campaigns, Chrome and user privacy, and some unhelpful commentary from Google on unhelpful content. So let's dive in to get fully up to speed with these. I'm JB, this is JB's digital update for the 12th of September 2023. So, an unbelievable 51% of Gen Z search via TikTok. There's been some headline grabbing research done that claims that some 51% of Gen Z start their search journey on TikTok. Well, that's a stat and a half, alright. The trouble is with the sample. The same as with an awful lot of other headline grabbing stats. The researchers asked 1,800, pretty much the whole of Gen Z nearly, people to fill in an online survey via email and social media. In other words, nothing like a random sample or an adjusted sample. So don't believe the hype. This stat may be right, but its current basis is rubbish. So talk to me if you want to know how users intersect on search and social media. PMAX, Performance Max, hooray! So whilst Google Ads' Performance Max campaigns can be a really good way to reach multiple URLs on site automatically, they have been hobbled because the campaigns they generally can pick from any URL on site. Which is great if you're an e-commerce site with thousands of products, but not so hot if you're a non-e-commerce site with, say, 10 services and 100 blog pages. Chances are Google may choose to show the blog URLs rather than your products, which is unlikely to be ideal for sales. So along to the rescue comes the concept of URL contains, which is essentially a regular expression engine to establish which URLs should be picked from. Brilliant! If you have a sensible IA and have identifiable URLs, e.g. /services/, you're sorted. URLs within those parameters can be identified to be used going forward. And if you don't, good luck. You need a heap of rules to manage what should be relatively simple. And next time, listen to someone like me who tells you information architecture and URL structure is important, even in paid search. Online shopping is bricking it. So in the second of today's confusing stats, apparently 81% of shoppers prefer shopping in bricks and mortar stores, and that compares to the 72% who prefer shopping online. Apparently you can do both. So if you're confused, then that's me confused as well. But ignoring the dodgy stats, I'm somewhat surprised that online shopping is not considerably larger than in-store shopping. I genuinely rarely go shopping in-store, unless the store is a known useless online retailer. Dollar for dollar, I do most of my shopping online. Anyway, irrespective of my lazy shopping habits, this means that as we roll into the fourth quarter shopping frenzy, the time to strike with your digital marketing is now. People are already planning or have planned their purchases, or else you risk missing out on the shopping season dollar completely. Get in the awareness, research, consideration phase of the user journey and get in there today. So talk to me about digital marketing, having a VCMO to organise all this for you, or having a VCDO to get the digital tech up and running properly and make the digital transformation. I'll speak soon. Chrome is running targeted ads using your browser history. So Google has been running out this thing called enhanced ad privacy to Chrome recently, and somewhat unsurprisingly the definitions of enhanced and privacy are a little rubbery. Essentially, Google is rapidly moving away from cookies, so websites will now be able to query a Chrome user to find out what topics they may be interested in, and then serving them ads or content based on that. Which is all well and good, except that maybe not that private and maybe not that enhanced. So I'm undecided about this. In moving away from cookies, website owners lose out. Google is still able to track users by other less complete means, which means it's still in the game, but websites can't. So funnily, all the power and the ability to use data is ending up in Google's hands. I'm not convinced that that's a good thing. If you want to talk advertising technology and how it affects digital marketing, then reach out and let's chat. Finally, let's talk about typos, EEAT and self-assessment of unhelpful content. There was a bit of a triple whammy this week from Google's search team. Firstly, they reminded us that typos don't make much of a difference when it comes to search rankings or quality of a page. Maybe. I don't think though that this means that you can interpret it as time to introduce your own version of spelling. Secondly, they also reiterated the recently added experience part of EEAT, but they still don't really answer exactly what showing experience is, and showing experience is a little nebulous to say the least. The final utterance was that webmasters who think they have unhelpful content should self-assess their content to decide if it's helpful or not, and trim, remove or leave based on that. That's great if you have a properly working definition of helpful content. If you don't, then you have got Buckley's chance of getting it right, and you are more likely to over-trim. Spammers, on the other hand, will have no such qualms. There are times when Google's liaison team obfuscate matters, intentionally or otherwise, and they're not as helpful as you might think. So if you want your content checked for experience, typos or helpfulness, then reach out and let's chat about SEO or content strategy. My name's JB. This has been the JB's Digital Update for the 12th of September 2023. Thanks very much for listening. If you want to get in touch, then please use the outro slide that's about to follow this, or just come to the website, use the links below and talk to me there. Thanks very much for listening. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.